Critics are going hard after a liberal media member for vile comments about Melania Trump. The former First Lady appears to signal her support for reproductive rights in a video out yet.
Have you ever wondered how quickly a media personality's life can turn upside down? One moment, they're on top of the world, confidently sharing their opinions, and the next, they're caught in a whirlwind of legal troubles. That's exactly what's happening to Sunny Hostin, who is allegedly facing a legal crisis that could shatter everything she has built. From her husband's reported fraud case to a high-stakes defamation lawsuit with Melania Trump, the stakes couldn't be higher. Could this be the end of her career as we know it?
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth: individual freedom.
Sunny has built her brand on sharp legal analysis and strong opinions, but now she's allegedly facing the same scrutiny she's used to directing at others. While she continues to appear on The View, presenting a poised and confident front, insiders suggest that behind closed doors, her world is unraveling. Legal battles, financial risks, and personal betrayals have all combined to create an unprecedented storm. But could there be more to the story?
Hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the First Lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the First Lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want anything to do with him. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she does.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know all this.
Allegedly. That's why I say allegedly.
At the center of this drama is her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, who was once a highly respected orthopedic surgeon. However, his reputation has allegedly been tarnished by accusations of fraud. Reports suggest that he is entangled in one of New York's biggest insurance fraud cases, and the consequences could be devastating. If the accusations hold up in court, the financial impact alone could be catastrophic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out.
That's unfortunate.
Wow. I mean, that is violent. They've got to stop talking like that about a former president who's had 2 assassination attempts. I mean, that's just ignorant. Adding
another layer of intrigue, there are whispers that Emmanuel has secretly cooperated with authorities to protect himself. Allegedly, he has provided enough information to implicate others, including, potentially, his own wife. If this is true, the repercussions could extend beyond legal penalties, affecting their marriage, finances, and Sunny's career. Could Emmanuel's alleged betrayal be the reason behind Sunny's aggressive legal pushback?
Yeah, I saw you on The View.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been overwhelming my past couple days.
Yeah, is that annoying?
No.
No?
No, I mean, it's just, when I was on there, I really had no idea how it was going to land with the audience. So I just went in there, did my thing. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know who Sunny Hostin was. I actually still really don't know.
While Sunny appears to be standing by her husband, sources suggest that cracks are beginning to show. Rumors claim that Emmanuel feels abandoned, alleging that Sunny is more focused on maintaining her public image than on supporting him through this crisis. Their once solid relationship is now under strain, with some insiders claiming that their marriage is at a breaking point.
I mean, it is a rabies-infested hen house.
and at the same time, it seemed like the most interesting part was their audience seemed to be on my side.
Yes. And
that's their audience.
Yes. Well, their audience is not really their audience. Their audience is a group of people they bring in to watch television shows. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen audiences before for TV shows, but a lot of them are paid. They're paid to be there. So, because they have to guarantee that there's going to be people there. So there's services that you hire. And when a show gets really, really popular, you know, like Letterman or something like that, obviously it has its own fan base.
Right.
But there's an even more shocking twist. Speculation that Sunny may have emotionally checked out of the marriage. Allegations suggest that she may have distanced herself from Emmanuel long before his legal troubles began. Could this be why he allegedly decided to cooperate with investigators? Was it an act of self-preservation or revenge?
Was accused of federal insurance fraud and, quote, getting kickbacks by performing surgery and billing a company that insured taxi companies and Uber and Lyft drivers. According to the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgery.
The lawsuit against Emmanuel isn't just any legal battle. It falls under the racketeer-influenced and corrupt organizations, RICO Act, a law typically used to prosecute organized crime. The accusations include fraudulent billing, performing unnecessary surgeries, and manipulating the insurance system to pocket millions. With nearly 700 pages of evidence allegedly implicating multiple medical professionals, the case is as complex as it is damaging. If these allegations are true, the consequences could extend beyond financial loss. Emmanuel's medical career could be over, and if any connection to Sunny is established, her legal background could turn against her in the worst way possible. Could she face repercussions simply because of her association with him?
Firm American Transit was then billed in exchange for kickbacks and other compensation, which were disguised as dividends or other cash distributions. Emmanuel denied the allegations via a statement through his lawyer, telling Daily Mail that his client, quote, denies each and every allegation and that the lawsuit is a blanket scattershot meritless lawsuit by a near bankrupt insurance carrier.
Determined to protect herself, Sunny has allegedly come out swinging, calling the accusations baseless, and even threatening a defamation countersuit. She insists that the legal system is being used to target her unfairly, attempting to ruin her reputation. However, critics argue that this might be a distraction tactic to draw attention away from more serious allegations.
Her husband accused of committing federal insurance fraud in a lawsuit. Okay, now let's read this. Rob, is this a video?
Well, I have this. I'll show you this about.
Let me just read this and I'll come to you. So, Dr. Emmanuel Manny Hostin, an orthopedic surgeon and husband of The View co-host Sunny Hostin, is accused in December lawsuit fraudulently billing insurance. By the way, this is a Daily Caller story I'm reading. The lawsuit alleges Hostin knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services in exchange for kickbacks and or compensation, and names him among nearly 200 defendants in one of New York's largest RICO.
If her defense fails, the consequences could be devastating. The financial stakes alone are overwhelming, with asset forfeiture claims potentially leading to the loss of their properties, luxury cars, and other investments. But more than that, this could be a turning point in her career. Can she maintain her credibility while being accused of being entangled in a massive fraud case? One of the most shocking elements of this case is the speculation surrounding Emmanuel's cooperation with federal authorities. Allegedly, several of his co-defendants have already flipped, reducing their own sentences in exchange for evidence. Emmanuel, seeing his options dwindle, might have done the same.
His attorney Daniel Twites denies the allegations, calling the lawsuit a meritless attempt by a near bankrupt insurance carrier to intimidate doctors and restrict healthcare benefits. The case involves claims that Hostin performs unnecessary surgeries on patients after minor accidents without exploring less invasive treatments, with American Transit citing New York's 1974 no-fault law as contributing to widespread insurance fraud. Vinny.
However, while he cannot testify against his wife, some claim that he has allegedly provided indirect evidence that could be damaging to her. If true, this would mean that the person she once trusted the most could be the very reason she loses everything.
So, oh man, it's just The View. Just a person, the Sunny Hostin that we all love from one of my favorite shows on The View. And it's always, Tom, what'd you always say? It's always the people that always do the pointing, and it always comes back to them, all right? So when you said this is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York, you guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia case, like the mafia.
Despite her composed public appearances, insiders claim that Sunny is allegedly growing increasingly anxious. If the legal system moves against her, she could face financial ruin, professional disgrace, and personal heartbreak all at once. The luxurious lifestyle she's built over the years could vanish overnight. Critics argue that this situation is ironic. Sunny has spent her career holding others accountable, but now she's the one allegedly under investigation. Could her downfall be a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power in the media?
The family and launched a public smear campaign. And Sunny actually doubled down after we saw a letter that Mark Garagos sent to American Transit and their lawyers. Sunny, she issued her own statement, doubling down, saying, "Leave my family alone."
So I know you said that they hired Mark Garagos as their new lawyer. Do you think he has exactly what it takes to clear their name?
Aster, listen, Mark Garagos has worked on some of the most famous cases we've seen. He's used to this kind of high-profile lawsuit, and they're taking...
As if her husband's legal troubles weren't enough, another major lawsuit has reportedly landed at Sunny's doorstep, this time involving none other than Melania Trump. Allegedly, comments made by Sunny during a segment on The View sparked outrage within the Trump camp. While exact details of the comments remain unclear, Melania has reportedly decided to take legal action. The lawsuit could prove disastrous for Sunny. Defamation cases are notoriously difficult to fight, and if Melania's legal team presents a strong argument, the financial consequences could be severe. Beyond monetary damages, the case could further damage Sunny's credibility and make her a liability for The View.
Companies, from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers, he was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange for the kickbacks. Here's a clip I want you guys to see of Sunny Hostin on The View, Tom, basically implicating her husband in this type of a scheme. Play the clip, Rob.
Wait, hold on. Let Sunny get in here.
I mean, I agree with mostly everything that's been said. I mean, we know that, only about 31% of Americans trust our healthcare system. We have a terrible healthcare system. And
with lawsuits piling up, many are questioning whether Sunny can survive this storm. Some network insiders are allegedly worried about the negative attention she's bringing to The View, with rumors circulating that ABC executives are reconsidering her future on the show.
So, oh man, it's just The View. Just a person, the Sunny Hostin that we all love from one of my favorite shows on The View. And it's always, Tom, what'd you always say? It's always the people that always do the pointing, and it always comes back to them, all right? So when you said this is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York, you guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia case, like the mafia.
If she loses the lawsuits, not only could she be forced to pay massive damages, but her reputation as a legal expert could be permanently tarnished. Will she be able to recover, or is this the beginning of the end for her career? Do you believe Sunny will successfully fight off these lawsuits, or is her career on the verge of collapse? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, like this video, share it, and subscribe for more updates on this shocking legal battle. We'll see you next time.